Have you ever felt unsure about how to respond when a woman shares her thoughts or problems with you? The instinct might be to offer solutions, but often, that's not what she's truly looking for. What she really needs is someone who listens, not just to her words, but to the emotions behind them. Listening is more than staying quiet. It's about showing empathy, building trust, and truly understanding her world. In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful lessons on how to listen in a way that strengthens connection, deepens relationships, and shows her you genuinely care. So, let's dive in and discover how to become the kind of listener she'll always value. 1. Believe in yourself. Listening begins with one simple but powerful mindset: believe in yourself. It's easy to doubt your ability to be the kind of listener she needs. You might think, what if I say the wrong thing? Or what if I make things worse? But here's the truth. Being a great listener isn't about having all the answers or offering perfect advice. It's about being present. Fully, authentically present. When she shares her thoughts or emotions with you, it's not by accident. She trusts you. She sees something in you that makes her feel safe enough to open up. That alone says so much. Now, your job is to trust yourself. Trust that by simply being there, you're making an impact. And here's something important to remember. Listening isn't about solving her problems. You're not there to fix anything or provide instant solutions. In fact, she's likely not looking for solutions at all. What she needs most is your attention, your understanding, and your presence. So, how do you embrace this confidence? Start by quieting the inner critic that tells you you're not good enough. When she talks, don't focus on crafting the perfect response. Instead, focus on her. Listen to her tone, watch her body language, and make her feel heard by staying engaged. Whether it's a simple nod, a smile, or saying, "I'm here." Even silence can be powerful. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply sit with her in the moment. Your quiet presence can speak louder than words, reassuring her that she's not alone. Believing in yourself as a listener doesn't mean you'll get it right every time. It means understanding that showing up and being there is more than enough. She doesn't need you to be perfect. She just needs you to be present. 2. Find your empathy. Empathy is at the heart of true connection. It's what turns ordinary listening into something deeply meaningful. But what exactly does empathy mean? It's not just about hearing her words. It's about feeling with her, stepping into her world and trying to see things from her perspective, even if it's different from your own. When she shares her feelings, resist the urge to judge or compare. Avoid jumping in with phrases like, "It's not a big deal," or "I've been through worse." Those responses might come from a good place, but they can make her feel dismissed. Instead, try to reflect her emotions. Say things like, "I can tell this is really weighing on you," or "That must feel overwhelming." These small but powerful statements let her know you're not just hearing her words, you're feeling their impact, too. But empathy is more than just acknowledging her emotions. It's about asking yourself, what is she feeling right now? What does she need from me? Maybe she needs reassurance. Maybe she needs someone to validate her frustration, her sadness, or even her joy. Whatever it is, empathy allows you to meet her where she is, without trying to change or fix her experience. Here's a key tip. If you're not sure how to support her, just ask. Questions like, "What would help you right now?" or "How can I be here for you?" show her that you're willing to listen on her terms. This simple act of asking shows respect for her feelings and makes her feel valued. And remember, empathy isn't about you. It's tempting to say, "I know exactly how you feel," or to share a similar story from your own life. But her experience is unique. Instead of shifting the focus to yourself, keep it on her. Let her know that her emotions, no matter how messy, complicated, or even irrational they might seem, are valid. Lastly, empathy is about patience. Sometimes, it takes time for her to open up completely. Be willing to sit with her through the silences, the pauses, and even the moments when she struggles to find the right words. Your quiet understanding can be the bridge she needs to feel truly supported. When you lead with empathy, you're not just listening to her, you're connecting with her. You're showing her that her world matters to you, and that's what strengthens trust and intimacy. 3. She's stronger than she seems. It's easy to want to protect her when she opens up about her struggles. You might see her vulnerability and think, she needs me to fix this. But here's something to remember, she's stronger than she seems. Opening up about her feelings isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to share what's on her mind, especially in a world that often tells us to keep our emotions bottled up. When she shares her fears, frustrations, or sadness, she's showing you that she trusts you enough to let her guard down. So, how can you honor that strength? By resisting the urge to step in and fix things for her. You might feel tempted to offer solutions, advice, or even reassurance like, it's going to be okay. While those intentions come from a good place, they can unintentionally send the message that her emotions need to be minimized or solved. Instead, acknowledge her resilience. Let her know that you see her inner strength. Say things like, I'm amazed at how you're handling this, or it's okay to feel this way, you're doing your best. These words remind her that she's capable of navigating her emotions and challenges, even if they feel overwhelming at the moment. Remember, being strong doesn't mean she has to face everything alone. Your role isn't to carry her burden for her, but to walk alongside her as she carries it herself. By listening without judgment and offering quiet support, you're showing her that she doesn't have to hide her struggles or her strength. When you trust in her ability to get through difficult moments, you empower her. You remind her of the strength she already has, and that's one of the greatest gifts you can give her. 4. She wants to be understood. At her core, she wants something simple yet profound, to be understood. When she's sharing her thoughts and feelings, it's not just about the words she's saying, it's about what's beneath them. She's inviting you into her world, asking you to see things the way she sees them, even if just for a moment. Understanding her starts with one essential skill: listening to learn, not to respond. Often, we listen with the intention of jumping in, sharing our perspective, or offering advice. But true understanding comes from slowing down and focusing entirely on her. What is she really trying to say? What emotions are driving her words? Sometimes, her words might not be perfectly clear. She might hesitate, or her feelings might come out in fragments. That's okay. Understanding her doesn't mean having all the answers. It means giving her the space to express herself, even if it's messy. Say things like, I hear you, or help me understand this better. These phrases show her that you're not just hearing her, you're making the effort to truly connect. Avoid rushing to conclusions or making assumptions about what she's feeling. Instead of saying, I know exactly what you mean, try, tell me more about that. Let her guide the conversation, and don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes, the quiet moments are when she gathers the courage to share the deeper layers of her emotions. When you truly seek to understand her, you're telling her that her feelings matter, that her voice matters. And here's the beautiful thing. When she feels understood, she feels valued. She feels seen. And remember, understanding doesn't mean agreeing with everything she says. It's okay to see things differently. What matters is that you're willing to put yourself in her shoes, even if just for a little while. By doing that, you create a safe space where she knows she can be herself, fully and unapologetically. 5. She appreciates your presence, not your solutions. When she opens up to you, it's not always because she's looking for answers. In fact, more often than not, she's not asking you to solve her problems. She simply wants you to be there, to listen, to understand, and to show her that her feelings matter. It's tempting to jump straight into problem-solving mode. We're wired to fix things, to offer solutions and advice when we see someone struggling. But when it comes to her, that's not always what she needs. Sometimes, all she wants is to feel heard, to have someone acknowledge what she's going through without trying to change it. Think about the times you've had a bad day or been overwhelmed. What did you truly need in that moment? It wasn't necessarily someone telling you what to do, right? You just wanted someone to listen, to offer a comforting presence. That's exactly what she craves. By simply being there, offering your undivided attention, and sitting with her in her feelings, you're showing her something incredibly valuable. You're showing her that she doesn't need to carry her burdens alone, and that her emotional experience is valid. Remember, it's not about fixing her problems. It's about being her emotional support. When she feels that you're there for her, just as she is, without trying to change anything, it deepens the connection between you both. She values your presence far more than any advice you could offer. 6. She wants you to listen without ego. True listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about truly understanding where the other person is coming from, without letting your own thoughts or judgments get in the way. It's about removing your ego from the equation and fully focusing on her. When she shares her feelings or frustrations, resist the urge to immediately respond with your own story or your solution to her problem. Instead, allow her to express herself completely, without interrupting or redirecting the conversation to yourself. This is harder than it sounds, especially because we often feel the need to jump in with advice or our own experiences. But what she needs most in these moments is for you to listen without trying to fix anything. She wants to feel understood, not judged, not corrected, and not fixed. By listening without ego, you're showing her that her emotions are valid, even if you don't fully understand them. You're providing a safe space where she can be open and vulnerable without fear of being dismissed. Acknowledge her feelings with phrases like, "I hear you," or "I can see how that would be frustrating." These small gestures of empathy go a long way in making her feel truly listened to. When you can listen without ego, you create a deeper emotional connection, where she feels free to be herself, without the fear of judgment or criticism. 7. She's sharing her world with you. When a woman shares something personal with you, it's more than just a conversation. It's a rare opportunity. She's inviting you into her world, offering you a glimpse of her thoughts, her emotions, her hopes, and her fears. This is a powerful act of trust. When she lets you in, it means she sees you as someone important in her life, someone she wants to connect with on a deeper level. Think about it. Her vulnerability in these moments is a gift. She's not just talking to vent or to complain. She's showing you who she truly is. Whether it's her dreams, her struggles, her joys, or her fears, these are pieces of her that she's allowing you to see. And that's something to cherish. It's important to realize that this isn't something she does with just anyone. A lot of people keep their true selves hidden, afraid of being judged or rejected. So when she opens up to you, she's taking a leap of faith. She's trusting you with her inner world. How you respond to this trust matters. Instead of brushing off what she shares, listen attentively, engage with her feelings, and validate her experiences. Don't try to offer solutions right away, unless she asks for them. Oftentimes, she just wants to feel heard and understood. This is a moment for connection, not problem solving. When she shares her world with you, see it as an invitation to be closer, to build a deeper bond. Appreciate the trust she's placed in you and be there for her, not as a fixer, but as a partner who's willing to walk beside her, no matter what she's going through. 8. She wants connection, not criticism. One of the most important things to remember when she's opening up is that she's looking for connection, not criticism. When she shares her feelings, her frustrations, or her struggles, what she needs most is to feel understood and accepted, not judged or fixed. Criticism, even if it's well-intentioned, can feel like an attack, and it can make her feel defensive, small, or unworthy. It might be easy to slip into a mindset of trying to fix things or offer advice, but that's not always what she's asking for. She wants to feel heard, seen, and supported. In fact, offering a solution or telling her what she should do often makes her feel like her feelings aren't enough, like the way she's processing things is wrong. What she really wants is for you to be present. She needs you to listen to her without judgment and without trying to immediately solve the problem. She's asking for empathy. She wants to know that her feelings are valid, that you see the depth of her experience, and that you respect her perspective. Connection doesn't always have to come with solutions. Sometimes, all she needs is someone who's willing to just be there. Someone who'll sit with her, reflect her emotions, and offer comfort in the form of presence, not advice. When you respond with empathy and understanding, you show her that she's loved and valued for who she is in the moment, not for what she can do or how she can change. That kind of emotional support builds trust and strengthens your relationship. She'll feel more comfortable opening up again in the future, knowing that you won't judge her for being vulnerable or imperfect. Remember, criticism might feel like an immediate fix, but connection is what nurtures long-term closeness. And when you choose connection over criticism, you're choosing to deepen your bond with her, creating a space where both of you can truly be yourselves. 9. Silence says a lot too. Silence can be incredibly powerful in communication, especially when it comes to understanding a woman's emotions. When she's silent, it doesn't always mean she has nothing to say. Sometimes, it means she's processing, reflecting, or trying to find the right words. This quiet space between you both isn't an absence of communication. It's a space for deeper connection. It's easy to mistake silence for discomfort or distance, but it can actually signal something much more meaningful. Often, when a woman is quiet, she may just need time to gather her thoughts. She may feel overwhelmed, or perhaps she's dealing with emotions that are too difficult to express in the moment. Instead of rushing in with words, try to create a safe, calm environment where she doesn't feel pressured to speak immediately. Your presence during these silent moments can be more comforting than any words you could offer. Don't fill the silence with noise or distractions. Simply being there, quietly supportive, can show her that you understand her need for space. Silence also allows her to feel heard in a different way. It tells her that you're not just waiting to speak, but that you're present and paying attention to what she's going through. Sometimes, she may not want to talk, and that's perfectly okay. Respect her need for quiet. Understand that in those moments, the silence is communicating something deep, whether it's vulnerability, confusion, or a desire for peace. The key is to show that you're patient, willing to wait, and that you respect her process. In a relationship, silence is not a void. It's a shared space of understanding, offering an opportunity to be emotionally present without the need to constantly fill the air with words. 10. She wants you to be her refuge. At the heart of any loving relationship is the desire to feel safe, supported, and cared for. And when a woman looks to you for comfort, she's not just seeking someone to fix the situation. She's seeking refuge, a place where she can be herself without fear of judgment or rejection. She needs to know that no matter what's going on in her life, you are someone she can turn to for emotional support. When life gets tough, and the world feels overwhelming, she wants to feel like she can come to you and find a sanctuary where she can breathe, process, and simply be. Being her refuge means being a constant, reliable source of emotional safety. It's about creating a space where she can express her thoughts and feelings without worrying about how she'll be received. When she turns to you for comfort, she's seeking reassurance that she's loved and valued just as she is. This refuge isn't about having all the answers or offering solutions. Sometimes, it's simply about being there. It's about showing up when she's feeling vulnerable and allowing her to lean on you for support. You don't need to take away her pain, but you can help carry it with her. What she really craves is a sense of calm and security in your presence. She needs to know that she has someone who will listen without judgment, offer comfort without criticism, and provide reassurance without pressure. By being her refuge, you show her that she's not alone in her struggles, and that you're there for her no matter what life throws her way. When you become her safe space, she will feel more secure in the relationship, knowing that no matter how difficult things get, she has a place where she can always find peace, love, and understanding. As we wrap up, remember that understanding and supporting a woman isn't about having all the answers, but about being there in ways that truly matter. By being patient, attentive, and emotionally available, you build trust and deepen your connection. Every relationship is a journey, and knowing how to respond to her needs with empathy and love will strengthen the bond you share. So take the time to listen, respect her space, and offer your support in ways that are meaningful. The small gestures, the quiet moments, and the understanding you show will make all the difference. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And, as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Until next time, take care and keep building those meaningful connections. And that's a wrap. Remember, the most important thing in any relationship is your ability to listen and be present, without trying to fix everything. When a woman opens up to you, she's inviting you into her world, and that's something valuable. Next time, instead of jumping to solutions, just listen. You'll see how much of a difference it makes. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, share it, and subscribe for more content. Drop a comment below on how you apply these tips in your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.